Hey guys, welcome back to some more Sonic Riders. And Eggman robots and Storm and yeah. Fight scene coming up. Like you can't predict it.
It's you!
I can predict it.
I'll make sure to pay you back for this. Ha! I let you get away last time, but definitely not today.
It's time to duel!
Or hoverboard race, you decide. Oops. I didn't know you.
decide on.
I like how they apologize to the Eggman robot. They try to beat up Eggman robots no matter every single time they see him, and this time, no. I'll apologize. Oh, swing and a miss.
It wasn't my fault. If he hadn't jumped out of the way just now, I would have clobbered.
Why are they all apologizing to the robot?
I know, I mean, every single time they get a chance, they beat up the Eggman robots. Here, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to beat you up. I'm now feeling, sorry for these things. Doesn't
You
make
totally
sense.
have a personality.
Yeah, right?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Quack.
Yeah.
Front face.
Quack.
Quack.
Albatrosses go quack,
storm.
don't they? If they don't, they go
Vision.
quack now.
Wait, they go quack or they go crack?
Both.
Yes.
Ooh, the egg generator.
I love the music in this course, though. I don't know why, I just really like the catchy tune of it. A lot of the music in Riders I like, though.
Riders is
Zoom.
pretty good soundtrack-wise.
It is. Like, one of my favorite pieces is gonna be, when we get to the championship race in the desert. That's, like, my favorite piece.
Did you just pull off a move called the Melon Indie Japan Fire Start?
Yes.
Yes.
Moves in this are so weirdly named, and half of them are named from actual, skateboarding moves. I'm not lying on that one, but some of them,
Yeah.
they're actually made up.
I think they predicted the future because there was the Japan earthquake move.
I didn't notice that. Wow. I can't believe
Nicely,
that.
nicely done, List.
Cause I stated in my Let's Play, I know that they have moves like Melon actually being skateboard, but I never
Yeah,
heard moves
I know
like
indie
stale
is meant
fish.
Because I'm familiar with an indie. Not sure how the heck one would go about doing it.
Yeah, but Earthquake
Where?
Weapon? Where is that in the skateboard?
Melon Indie Tweak Earthquake Weapon.
Earthquake weapon. It sounds to me more like a Final Fantasy boss.
It kind of does if you think about it.
Earthquake Weapon? No, it
Yeah.
sounds more like a Kirby power.
Well, that too.
It sounds like everything that Nintendo has produced. And then other game companies.
Suddenly Camelot.
Suddenly,
It's unlike Camelot, yes. Talk about the sports game.
Reference unknown.
What happens in Camelot stays in Camelot, except for earthquake weapons.
And the King, Arthur. He left Camelot.
Yeah.
Well, the whatever happens in Camelot stays in Camelot. I was referring more to the Silver is Shadow's son, but nevertheless.
Well, no.
No one likes to speak of that.
No one likes to speak of Sonic and the Black Knight multiplayer.
No one likes to speak of the
Ah.
Dark Ages. No pun intended. Actually, yes, pun intended.
Was Black Knight that bad?
Not received very well.
You know how Sonic 06 is considered by so many people the worst in the series? Well, it's kind of getting flip-flopped by so many people saying our Black Knight or Secret Rings is now getting to be one of the worst.
The idea good.
Them secrets.
When I look at Black Knight, I just think, so it's like Kingdom Hearts, but you're constantly running. I wish it was. I wish it was. Because I look at it and I just go, it would be so cool if it was like that. I might actually like it, but I hear so much negative reception.
When I
I'm
first
not
saw
sure
the
what to
game at my Walmart, I saw the box and I thought that'd be pretty cool because I always like Sonic and I always like swordplay. But as soon as I saw the reviews and everything, I'm like, whoa, like 3.5, 4, I better stay away from this game. Pick it up. I pushed myself to get through that game. I had at least some enjoyment out of Secret Rings, but Black Knight I was getting really tired of really fast.
I think the biggest problem is Secret Rings, while the whole flame gimmick is a bit hard to get used to, it follows the traditional Sonic gameplay style, whereas Black Knight's just gone, let's throw in a sword and make it you can't stop running.
It would have worked if they didn't make you stop so much and if the controls were a little better, but the only kind of control you have is sword is whackle, whackle, whackle. Half of it didn't work. And then if you barely move the remote, that can count as a waggle, so you really don't have that much movement there. Not that enjoyable.
Stalker.
Yeah, just in your arms.
Why am I talking to myself?
Greenberg.
But you see, this is like the fucking mirror kind of thing. I gotta mock myself to make myself be better.
I speak like a horrible voice actor. What I say has no purpose towards anything since you already know it. He's so bad.
Who does he think he is?
A bird.
Somebody hasn't played Sonic Heroes.
I don't think he's all talk, you know.
Actually, I have played that game. The voice
toes
acting there was
during this.
absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. I've been kind of working on the rolls here and there, but once again, it's kind of pushing myself through it again, but that's because I've...
Disappointed Tails is
The levels
disappointed.
are long. That's my
Yep.
issue with Heroes. The levels are very long. For each character. And Team Rose makes it bearable because it's half the length.
Sonic, don't worry. I'll unlock the secret of the extreme gears for us.
Tails has a crush,
Oh my-
perhaps?
Oh my god, Cream's
Crush.
voice in that game was so...
On Wave the Swallow,
unbearable.
you mean, or?
Well, the voice acting, mind you, even knows the first game in the series that voice acting was worse than Adventure. My favorite lines to show that. That Eggman, I wonder what happened to Sonic. That's like the best line to point out worst voice acting.
Eggman, I wish you had to Sonic.
Oh, and don't forget the awkward cutoff in the last story. Thank goodness you're okay.
Wait, who's the purple thing?
That's
Well, that's
What
funny.
about that one line?
Sean, that's kind of funny considering a couple of seconds ago you've just gone, Tails has a crush.
No, nothing
Really?
beats... No.
Oh,
None of those
oh.
lines beats Tails' line from Sonic Heroes going, look at all those Eggman's robots.
well, that was
Is that the
worst
purple
one.
thing that complained of Tails' board thingamajig?
Yeah.
I still
Suddenly
Somebody-
it had like a freaking mohawk. It looks really weird from behind.
I know, that's the
Um,
first thought I got too.
Creepy Centipede has infinite extension abilities, that's creepy.
Yep.
Creepy Centipede's creepy.
Oh, and try
Did
to
you make
jump
it
at the
touch?
highest point of that ramp, because then you completely skip this section right here. And pretty much just bounce your way in the webs. Trust me, the CPUs are going to be doing it a lot, so you kind of want to do it yourself.
Those filthy hackers.
Oh, they get worse later on, especially in the Babylon story. There's 2 stories in this game, and Babylon story they get a lot worse in difficulty.
Ah, but you have the Indie Melon method.
And the Japanese earthquake.
Japanese earthquake weapon.
Don't forget stale fish.
Of death.
You can't forget stale fish.
And fire. And something. Something.
Something.
Spock.
No,
Had to end it some-
earthquake, Spock. What?
Weird.
Indie Melon earthquake weapon spot.
Extending.
I've never seen them make those flying ramps anymore. They're precise jumps to make. And I think that
Those
capsule there
ramps.
might be the 100 ring capsule's level. Either that or the max air. I can't tell from this angle though.
Nose grab mute sounds like a class for a really, really bad RPG.
It probably is in one of the RPGs. You never know.
Well, Japan does produce many an RPG.
Yes, they do. And they're not just JRPGs, they're sometimes just J. So yeah.
Get out of
Ah.
here.
Have you seen a lot of RPGs? They are just Japanese.
You're not gonna win this one, are you?
No, I'm gonna win. I never purposely leave in a fail. I always cut to the successful race, and besides
so you're
some
Miss
Hills and
B.
Babylon story, I pretty much get these all in one try. It's just like
There
kind
we
of
go.
fine here, and that's max air on that
Oh,
one.
now you're in.
Yeah, see, I just jump ahead in the last moment.
Yeah, I like pulling off things like that. It makes people so angry.
Yeah,
Every
that-
time you landed the spider webs, I always envision it like bouncing you off somewhere, not like falling through them.
Mm.
It's logic. It's
Apparently,
magic.
you can fall through them to go on a different
Ooh.
path, can't you?
no, not in this game.
Ah.
I don't know what game you're thinking of, but not in this game.
Could have sworn it was
The
on.
only.
Now our race has reached its final stage.
That was quick.
I know, right?
Yeah.
4 races,
Well-
suddenly championship. Okay,
Well, that was a story.
what's that? There's 4 more parts to this.
They don't need to know that.
I think they'll figure it out.
But once he didn't just sigh and go, "Oy."
Why am I with this person again?
Wow,
Someone just ducked
why
it.
did she change her outfit randomly again? She's not even playing the game.
Well, the reason why she's in her standard outfit now is because she lost the qualifying round, so she doesn't really need a reason to wear her sports costume anymore. Doesn't make much sense,
True.
mind you, but yeah, that's her reason.
Why is everyone wearing
Oh.
so much junk to begin with?
Also, I just noticed
The shoes
Eggman's
I can
redundant
understand
in there.
because, you know, it helps him stay on the extreme gear, but the sunglasses I don't quite get.
I just noticed Eggman's redundant comment there. The first person to pass the finish line wins the race. Oh, really? I thought it was the last person to cross. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory in a race.
Also, look, the Chaos Emeralds are the size that they are in Sonic 4 Episode 2!
Exactly.
Now I'm starting to question which had worse writing, Sonic Adventure 2 or this.
Dude, eventually it was better writing.
Well,
Say
for
that.
what it is, it's a fairly comedic and straightforward storyline. I mean,
This
for
one-
Riders games, you don't necessarily play for the storyline, though admittedly with the later titles that is probably the best thing about them. Especially in the case of Free Riders. As bad as the control in that game is, apparently its story is actually rather entertaining.
Well, this game was released for Sonic's 15th anniversary, so they couldn't really just release it as a racing game and that's it. And the last time they made racing games, they didn't have well-received results, mind you. Like Sonic Drift, Sonic R, not that many people liked them. So they added in a story mode to change things up a bit, and, well, it actually kind of worked.
It did work pretty well.
Yeah.
This music
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, see, this is like my favorite tune in the song. It's so catchy.
This whole game is just a rave party.
Well, this track in general is rave party to me.
What if this was made when
It sounded like you
dubstep
said
was
rape
just
party.
introduced?
not
Excuse me, Ken?
Not rape party, rave party.
Do we need to use that censoring trombone that Game Grumps used?
Game groups. Okay.
Graham Grumps.
That is why Australian
Next
accents are
time-
awesome.
Cast.
I don't even.
Yeah.
So yeah, if this music had dubstep in it, it would be horrible.
Well,
And
anything with
it's amazing.
steps horrible
But
too.
because it's just techno, it's okay. And rather...
It's like techno-Egyptian.
There's a
Science.
Stalefish. We have Blue Scorpion, now we have Stalefish. And Japan.
That had a touch
Which,
of
of course,
Justin
Japan
Bieber.
names a move after themselves.
Nah,
They even predict their own future with Japanese earthquake moves.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get off that. I just broke out laughing.
It's not the kind of thing you should laugh about, but admittedly...
No,
this-
no, but it
hilarious
is admittedly peculiar in a game.
Exactly. Made by
I laugh
Japan.
about peculiar things.
It's the ironic thing about it that makes it funny.
Bow of Death. Jum. How is Tails winning?
I don't know, but the weird thing is about this game, whenever they require you to win in first place, even those missions where if you don't win first place and one of your teammates does, like Tails or something, nope, you're still
Double mouse!
you gotta do it again.
Japan double mouse.
Japan double mouse!
Yeah.
Triple mouse, mouse, mouse. Monster mouse.
Monster mouse.
Monster
What
Mouse.
happens
this
when
Sunday,
weird moves
Sunday,
in a
Sunday.
Sonic game mix with Unreal Tournament? Monster mouse.
Sunday, 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 Monster Mouse Jam.
Sunday.
Sunday!
Gonna get a Hyundai.
So there we go. We
Sorry,
win the race.
I had to make that King. I had to make that King of the Hill reference.
So we won the race, didn't we? Did we win the race? Did we win?
Won a Japanese mouse.
This is
Go,
the only
Mouse,
time
go.
where they stop you right before the finish line in the story mode. But that's because they're
It's
trying to
just like-
get the ending of the race. The only
It's
way
just
to make
like when you
it
play
next
the pod racing in Star Wars.
It is.
in a way. Yeah.
Except with even more sabotage.
And seriously, that's still the biggest plot hole. And you know what's the weird thing about that? Sonic got pushed forward during the explosion. He probably would have had enough force to cross the finish line.
That is true, and considering the speed he was moving at,
That would have been hilarious,
Oh.
though.
she did.
Wait a minute.
Middle. She did place the bomb in the middle.
Is it
Yeah.
logical fallacy detected? You already won the race. How did he win the race? You won the race and you went back in time.
Well, that's
Error.
what I was explaining. This is the only race in the story mode that stops you before the finish line. By gameplay
I
wise, you won the
disapprove of
race.
this.
By gameplay wise, you won the race. Story wise, no, you lost because of sabotage. That's the only way they can make it canon in the Babylon story, just to unfold this next area.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was about
it's
to ask.
just
I was
character-
about to ask you before, like,
No.
why did it randomly fade out before he touched his finishing
Yeah.
line? I was like, huh?
And if you can, pay attention to the characters moving around the background before we get the CG, because they look kind of like how they animate like Kirby Superstar in the background, like 2D objects moving like 2 or 3 frames only. It's kind of
What
hilarious.
makes them adorable?
Yeah,
Adorable.
turn super already. Storm, turn super already.
He's not doing that for some stupid reason.
Gosh darn it!
Oh,
Don't
ooh,
say
high definition. High definition.
Cube. Turn
Oh.
super. Be intelligent about this.
In fact, there's
Aw.
no Supersonic you can get in this game story-wise. You can play as Supersonic though, but you gotta complete every single last mission with an F rank. You know how difficult that is. I
Wait,
only done it
Supersonic as a separate character?
Yeah,
What
well,
sense
it's
does
not a
that
separate
make?
character, but it's a separate gear unlock for Sonic. You don't
But-
eat up You don't eat up air, but you eat up rings.
Here's the thing, Ken,
Everything
because they
will
did the same thing in Sonic. Ken, they did the same thing in Sonic the Fighters.
Yeah.
Supersonic and Sonic are 2 separate characters, so you can
Oh,
make Supersonic and regular Sonic fight each other.
But no, they
the
also did
slow-mo
that.
debris.
They did that in other games, but in this game they're not. They're making it one character, but it's its own separate gear. So you can't race normal Sonic with Supersonic. But you get all
Unlike
the
only
Sonic
Super-
R, I think.
You get
Sonic
The
R.
only moment I can think of where Supersonic and Sonic were separate characters, and I know this is a fan game I'm talking about, but Super Smash Flash.
Oh yeah.
If anybody's heard of that, comment.
Before the end of this part, I want to explain Supersonic because that was a great mention to bring it up now. You can get him from the missions, like I said. He gets the 3 attributes: speed, flying, and power. But instead of eating up your air, it eats up your rings. And since rings are harder to come by than air, I don't recommend you use him because besides his 3 attributes, you're gonna be running most of the race.
Oh.
But yep, that's
Hmm.
that part. So the next part, we're gonna be in Babylon Garden, and ending off the hero side of this playthrough.